comfortable being surprised by something happening in Germany.
I know.
And I'm not using my camera.
Hello, Laura.
Hi.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost everybody again.
No, we're all here. We're just waiting for everybody else to join.
Okay, as long as I'm still on, I'm all set.
Okay.
Last month it took me 6 tries, so.
It's all right. It only took you one this time.
Oh, that's good. Hmm. Actually, it was 2 because the first one didn't go.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
Okay. So I didn't realize it was the same number every night.
Yeah, it is.
Is this the same for the selectmen also?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Well, it's good we got you. You know how to do all this stuff. Mm.
Well, I'm here to help while I can.
How's the little one sleeping?
Oh, she's in a room watching TV for now. 8 o'clock's her bedtime, so that's when I can guarantee she's asleep.
Oh.
Inside the crib, maybe?
My neighbor signed up with the company for the oil.
With Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's good. Do you know their names?
Yeah, O'Neill. They're right around the corner from you, like 5 houses. You can throw a rock.
Oh, nice. Well, that's kind of them.
Well, the only good thing about this Zoom meeting is it says it records it.
Yeah, it does. I usually start the recording though around 7:30 when it starts.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I just, it makes it easier than trying to take it out of the town hall, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely for now. But I think by this summer, everything, the town hall should be reopened.
Yeah, I had to go down the other day to pick up something, so,
Did you have to make an appointment?
yeah, I called Mary Lou. I mean, Mary Jo.
Yeah, I tend to say Mary Lou too.
Well, you and I would say it for different reasons. I
It just flows
was
nice
going out
for
with a
me.
girl in Hampton Beach. Her name was Mary Lou.
Oh, okay. Oh, for me, it just flows better, Mary Lou.
Yeah. Yeah, Mary Lou was in her 80s.
Still young.
Says connecting. Jack Kozak. No,
You in the picture?
no.
I don't know how come I'm not.
You sure you phoned in?
I don't know.
Oh, start video.
Ah, boy.
That's good enough if you made it down.
Okay.
How do I mute and unmute?
Hmm,
I said, how do I mute and unmute?
That's right. Yeah, you're mute. You're not. What does that say?
I don't know why.
Star six, Tom.
No,
Hang on.
Uh,
Where's
Alan, are you on, Alan?
Yeah, I'm on star six for Tom.
where is the star?
Good evening, Trish.
Looking for a star.
Okay.
Hi, how are
Where's-
you?
I don't see a star.
It's on the on the bottom on the left of the keypad where the pound sign is and zero.
He's not on his phone, though. He's on the computer.
He's on, yeah.
So,
Now we
okay.
lost the photo.
No.
I don't
okay,
know how you get the photo up. Oops, okay.
Yeah, Tom, we can see and hear you.
Oh, there we are.
Okay, that's good.
You can see him and hear him.
yep,
That's all that matters.
that's all that matters. He's good to go. Thanks, Nora.
How does he get to see anyone else?
Participants. Share screen.
Anybody get suggestions on?
Mike Conley isn't on yet, is he now?
Okay,
No.
how does he see everybody else?
I don't think he hears me.
You speak.
Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you,
Yeah, we
Tom.
got you, Tom.
Okay.
How does he get to see everybody else? We're new with this laptop stuff. We don't know what we're doing.
Well, share screen. Why not share the
I
screen?
tried that. It brought something else up.
What are you trying to do, Tom?
See other people? Okay, I can see Jack and I can see Trish.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody else don't have their cameras on.
They're incognito then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Roger is on. Let's see, how many members then? We got 5, 4. Is, let's see, who else is on? Mike isn't on. Mike Conley.
Yeah, Mike
Frankie.
Conley's on. I see him.
He's on.
He's
I
on.
can't, for some reason, I can't see him. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I do now. And is Gibbs on?
I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, Frank, I got you.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Was there any word, Tom, on yesterday?
Yesterday, what happened yesterday?
Oh, I thought yesterday was the court.
No, that's Wednesday.
Oh, next Wednesday.
Yeah, this Wednesday coming at 1:30.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
this
10th.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
this Wednesday. Are we all set, Tom?
Is Laura on?
Laura?
Yeah, Laura's
here.
here.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, I guess we're ready to go. I have 7:30. The Newton Board of Appeals is now in session. We'll have a roll call now. Tom McElroy, Chairman.
Alan French, Vice Chairman.
Jack Kozak, member.
Frank Gibbs, member.
Tricia McCarthy, alternate.
Laura McKenzie, secretary.
Roger Hamel, alternate.
Is Mike on?
I see his name there. Mike, are you there?
He's showing up as mute.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Roger?
Sorry, I'm here. I didn't realize I was on mute.
Okay. We're all here then. Okay, we have a full board.
Yeah, Frankie.
Would somebody like to make a motion that we accept the minutes of February 8th?
I make a motion to accept the minutes of February 8th, 2021. It's Jack Kozak.
We have a second?
Yeah, I seconded Alan French, Vice Chairman.
In those minutes, wait a minute, in those minutes, does it say that I am in that meeting?
Yeah, actually, Laura, I sent you an email with several suggested changes to the minutes. Did you ever receive that?
Yes, I did.
And the minutes, so basically what I suggested, the minutes need to be changed to remove Frank Gibbs from the roll call and add Trish McCarthy as an alternate. Also
Yes.
that Tom,
Yes, that was done.
we haven't seen the changed minutes.
I'll
Yeah,
resend them.
And if I could make a comment, Laura, this is Tricia. I've received nothing, so I'm not even sure. I probably won't do anything tonight because I haven't received anything, minutes, anything.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna send them to you separately because when I try to add you to the chain, it must not allow for, maybe I got my max people. So I'm just gonna try to send it to you individually.
Yeah, just so that you know, I haven't got anything from zoning board at all.
Okay.
So.
Laura, I couldn't quite hear. You said you can't add, you haven't been able to add anybody to the distribution list?
I did add Trisha, but it's not, she's not getting anything.
Is
So-
there somebody,
so-
somebody that can help you out at the town hall?
Didn't get minutes.
I'm sure I
Okay.
am,
No, I'm
but
all set. I'll just send it to her individually.
Okay.
Oh, tell me you can get the minutes in your Harry B. So you have to wait 2 hours and we keep it at the beginning.
So, Laura, have all the changes I asked for been made?
Yes, they have.
I think we
Then we
should,
can vote on them.
Well, I think it would be good if we saw the minutes before we voted on them.
I
Yeah, Frank-
agree.
Frank Gibbs's name is still on the copy that I'm looking at.
I will resend them.
So why don't we postpone voting until we see the
Yeah.
corrected minutes?
Yeah.
Can do that
Okay.
at the next meeting.
I rescind my motion to approve.
Okay, on the new business, the first item is the continuation of Charles and Wendy Doherty. They were on, I assume I saw them.
We're
Really?
here.
Okay. Based on the sidewalk we did, I think we probably are pretty much caught up to where we need to be. Isn't that true with the rest of the board that was there?
I would like to make a few comments.
Go ahead.
Okay, so on the issue of expansion of a non-conforming structure, the first requirement is that the proposed expansion must intrude no further into the setback area than does the existing structure. The existing structure, which is the boathouse, is 1 foot 7 3/4 inches from the lot line. The new deck is 1 foot 3 inches. So the new deck is 4 3/4 inches closer to the lot line than anything else. And so I think that means that they should not be granted an approval for an expansion of a non-conforming structure.
So are you saying they would need a variance to allow that to remain as such?
Right.
Well, Roger, excuse me, this is Jack Kozak. If you look at his denial, this permit application denied due to the shoreline setback requirements of 150 feet, which is section XX1X of the Newton zoning ordinance. That's the only concern the building inspector had.
But we still got to look at the whole plan. And the plan doesn't conform to the zoning ordinance.
I'm sorry, Roger, I couldn't hear that last comment.
I said, we can't just say, oh, that's the one thing that the building inspector found. We got to look at the plan and see what else needs to be approved in order for it to go forward. And this application, I think, does not meet the requirements of an expansion of a non-conforming structure.
Well, you know, Roger, it was interesting the other night when we talked down there just for a minute. We were kind of walking around and looking at things. And I think everybody came away with, different views. I look at that particular piece of property, any place on Wilders Grove, and these 50-foot wide lots that go out several hundred feet. There's it's very, very difficult to deal with anything that happens down there as far as building goes. Almost anything that happens is, if you put a shack in the middle of a lot out back there, you'd be infringing on people's property, within the 25-foot variance. So I've kind of, at least I have in my history of dealing with these issues down here, and I think that those of us that have been around quite a while know that this happens all the time, and a lot of it has to do with the restrictions of the area that they're
Yeah, but
taking and changing or adding or whatever. So that's how I feel about the whole thing. And I understand what you're saying, Roger, but if we take to these kind of extremes, at least I think so. This is again my third, that none of these things would happen because again I'm going by what the building inspector is saying, and he was down there, he looked at it, and he's just worried about the section XX 1X, which we just proved for 3 can drive a couple of several weeks ago and so forth. I don't know. Anybody else like to speak up?
Roger, this is Tom. It looks like if I'm looking at the print right now, and it looks like you're talking about the corner of that deck, right, as you approach
Yes,
Cube Pond, where it says 1 foot 3 inches versus the boathouse at 1 foot 7 3/4 inches, right? That's what you're referring.
correct.
So he's gonna need a variance of 4 3/4 inches.
Well, no, he's actually going to need a variance of 23 feet something, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. I mean, this evening, I'm not a voting member.
Yeah.
So, but I just wanted to point out that for the
Yeah,
board.
even though you're not a voting member, Roger, you're more than welcome. You know that to add your comments, and we appreciate it. Yeah, don't feel bashful. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, Roger, but again, I go back to the history of that Wilders Grove, and it's almost impossible.
The only
to
thing,
do anything.
Roger, is if we went by the letter of the law there, then we'd have to tell authorities to rip their house down.
Yeah.
No, because their house is a existing non-conforming use.
Correct.
And the deck isn't, even though it's physically there, it was built without a permit. So we have to act as if the deck isn't there and they're applying to build that deck.
Could I ask a question? This is Tricia.
ahead.
So, and again, I'm in the same boat. I'm not going to vote because I haven't seen anything. But just as a question, was there a deck there? And I can't remember. Did they just replace a deck or was this brand new deck? Was there a deck?
They made
It
a
was.
much larger deck than was there.
Okay, so a larger footprint than what was there. Okay,
Yes.
all right, thank you.
But it passes shoreline protection.
Oh, it did?
The
Okay,
Yes.
the state says they can have the size deck that they have.
okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, we can get into further discussion of this when we actually have the actual hearing, which will be next month. I'm, glad Roger brought that to our attention, and we can act on that next month and put it as part of the agreement if we approve this. And really, as Jack said, we're really just doing
You're muted yourself.
we're basing it on the decision of the building inspector.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
No, I
somebody
can't. I'm
has their hand raised, a phone, someone on the phone. I think you have to call on them. I don't know who it is.
I think that they're talking about you. Someone's on the phone, that's you.
2900 is the last 4 digits.
Oh.
Whoever that is, your hand was raised.
Yes, they didn't mean to.
Oh, all right, thank you. Sorry, Tom.
okay.
Harry Beathon. No, you just muted me again.
Is someone speaking on that number 2900?
Yes, this is Harry Beathon from Wilders Grove. I didn't know if you
Which,
wanted to-
what is your number of Wilders Grove, Harry?
He's
60
talking from
Wilders
6 yeah.
Grove.
Okay.
So do we have all the information we need on the authorities present so we can continue and
Yeah, I think so.
Well-
And
This is Alan French, Vice Chairman. Technically, we've never approved expansion of a non-conforming use.
That's correct, but this is not a hearing either. I mean, the hearing will be next month,
Next
after
month.
all the abutters are notified.
Right, I wanted to bring that up since
Right.
25 years on the board and we've never approved the expansion of a non-conforming.
So
Chairman,
actually, we
make a motion that we continue the hearing for 20 Wilders Grove till April 2021. To the
Second.
final- That'll be the final review in voting.
that'll be the hearing, yes. All those in favor? Aye, Tom?
Aye.
Aye. Mike
Aye,
Conley,
Jack
aye.
Bozak.
Okay,
And that will be the final hearing
Yes,
next
it
month
will.
on April?
that is correct.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's Charles Doherty. I mentioned to, I'm not sure who, but I would be willing to follow the property line down there, which would get me about 3 feet away from the neighbors, parallel to the fence. If that works as a compromise for anybody, it would look better anyways. From the corner of the deck in front of the boathouse, parallel to the property line out to the end of the deck would
That 4 inches.
would
by
make
that
it about
20
3 feet away from the property line, 3 or 4 feet. I'm not sure exactly the number, but if that works as a.
would that be amenable to you, Mr. Doherty?
That would be amenable to me. Yeah, I build it that way anyways. It would look better, follow the property line and 3 or 4 feet away.
The thing that bothers me is that our neighbor is only there a couple of days a month.
Right.
Couple of days a month and a few months a year.
So are you saying, Mr. Doherty, that you would be willing to cut that deck to make it parallel? Is that what you're saying?
Parallel with the property line.
At 4.5 inches.
Well, I mean, it would get us the 4 3/4 inches he's talking about. It would get us about a couple of feet more than that, actually, at the
Okay.
front corner, at the
Right.
front corner.
Right.
What we talked about, or at least parallel with the
Are we
fence.
gonna go into the
No.
decking now?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, we can finalize that next month when we have the actual hearing, when all the abutters are present, and we can do it in an open forum when everybody is privy to the specifics.
Well, it seems to be an open forum in my house too, because I'd rather keep the deck the way it is. But if we have to,
Yeah, if we have.
you know, that's if we have to.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we can go on to the public hearing for 60 Wilders Grove.
Hi.
Mr. Harry Bisson, is it Bisson or Bisson?
Bisson, yes.
Okay, and you are, okay, do you want to speak about your situation then, and so we can understand where we're coming from?
So what I understand is, what I need is a special permit for the addition that was built without the permits. It doesn't meet any of the variances from what I'm told, so it has to be a special permit. It's, last time we talked, nobody asked for variances. That's why I only got you a plan drawn up with the 1 to 20 of the site, and I included the plot plan of the property with the variances on it.
Now, have you obtained the shoreline protection permit?
We're not doing nothing with a deck now. Nothing with a deck's being done right at this time. So this is at the front of the house, next to the street.
But it's still within
It's a
150
3
feet
by
of the
10
pond.
addition that was built where the septic tank is.
But the shoreline protection requirements is that you need a state permit if anything within 150 feet of the pond.
Yeah, so the front of their house is 150 feet from the pond, if that's what you're saying.
How deep is the lot?
Oh, gee, I don't know that. I know it's more than 150 feet from the pond. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that on the plan. No, that's not it. I would say maybe, no, that's something else. There's
plot
nothing
plan
here
should
that
show it.
says. What's that?
The plot plan should show how many feet.
And it does. On one side, it's 116, and on the other side, it's 117. So the
Oh, okay,
entire lot, the
So I
entire,
have 118.1 and 117.3, if that's what you're looking for.
right, so that the entire lot is within the 150 feet requirement.
I guess it's not then, right? If that's the footage?
It would appear that
Then you
way.
have to have the shoreline protection permit.
Right. You're within 150 feet.
No matter where on your lot that you want to do it. Whether it's
Yeah,
on the
I
front
guess
or on the back.
Yeah, it's already built. It was built without the permit. That's the whole problem.
Oh,
From
gee.
starting. I don't see the exact footage that you want. But I
Well-
believe that 118 is only to the deck that's there.
Has anybody got a ruler that measured it out? It's,
Yes, I
this
did.
is the other problem. I don't like working with this architectural drawing. I'm not sure about anybody that's just a Jack Kozak because it's an architectural drawing. It's not a certified plot plan. And I think.
Yeah, I also gave you guys a certified plot plan too. A
Yep.
few of them.
Well,
I'm
I
just
have
not good
seen a
at this
certified
stuff.
plot
To be
plan.
honest with you, I'm not good, so I'm not seeing the footage. I gave you the plot plan of everything scaled out with the variances and all that, and then another plan that was drawn up with just the addition on it.
Who was the engineer for the plot plan on that copy that you have?
So Glenn Gleason Architect.
That's an architect.
Adam.
We're looking for a
And, oh,
plot plan with a soil.
Thompson drew up the original with S&H Land Service.
Frank, if you look at this architect plan, you look on the left-hand side under notes, it says number one, all site information was obtained from at survey by S&H Land Services, but
I haven't seen that plan.
no, I haven't either. I don't know
No,
where that plan is.
Has anybody seen the plot plan? Because I haven't. That's one of the.
No, I haven't
requirements.
either.
I gave you a few of them.
It's
I
not
don't-
an 8.5 by 11 copy. It's the full
So-
plot plan, correct? It's not a
So,
reduced sheet.
yeah,
Was that
Is-
plot plan submitted electronically?
yes.
That we won't have it, we can't print it, and we're not gonna use it. It has to
Well,
be a
you can
certified
print it.
plot
You
plan.
can print, wait a minute,
in our
wait a minute. These can
hands.
be printed out.
Pardon me?
It hasn't been done electronically. You can print these out.
I'm not printing it out. This
No,
paper
no.
here-
Well,
I'm looking at this piece of paper here that I have here is 14 by 12 or 16. I'm not printing that
Yeah.
out.
So Laura, did you receive a plot plan electronically?
No,
No, I did not.
no.
Okay. So if we don't have an electronic one, did you give Laura a paper copy that came? That would be the big
Yeah.
plan. Because I don't have,
Yeah,
none of us have
I'll-
enough paperwork.
Excuse me, this is Jack Kozak. If you're gonna give us the plot plan, we need 7 copies. Each one of the
Okay,
members.
so I
Yeah.
did not give you 7 copies of it.
Well, that's what we have to have because there's 7 bodies you're talking to.
Okay, yep, okay.
Because we're all at home now. We're not, it'd be different if we were sitting in the town hall, we can share them. But in this situation with Zoom, we all have to have our own individual copy to review.
Okay.
Right, so if you look at your plot plan that you already have,
Yep,
my thing for you before you go further is to think about this a little bit, is to look from where that water is,
yep,
that water line, to all the structures, because I have a funny feeling, the way I'm looking at this, you're within 150 feet. And
well, that's what I
that-
thought, but I'm not seeing that on that plot plan of numbers. I don't know
Then
what
go
they're
back to
showing.
the original plot plan that doesn't have anything else and start figuring out where your 150-foot mark is and start from scratch to make sure you are presenting yourself correctly. Otherwise, if you come in front of us or anybody,
Yep.
right, you're
Yep.
going to go down the wrong path. So I think you need to start with understanding that 150 mark before you move forward.
Okay,
If you have a plot plan drawn by an engineer, registered engineer, he would have to show the 150 feet.
That's correct. Yep, that's right. Yep.
But you don't have to do any mathematics or anything else. You don't have to try and measure anything with rulers. Whatever he
Right.
puts on there, he's a registered engineer. That's his fault if he puts on something that's wrong. That's why they have to be registered engineers.
okay. So,
I-
so you're telling me, so I'm gonna have to have this surveyed then?
Yes.
Did you
Does
have
it
it
need to
surveyed
be
already?
surveyed? What's that?
It sounds like the survey's already been done by S&H Land Services. It's a matter of going
Yeah,
back to
in
them.
order to come up with that.
So the other thing, the other plot plan that I gave you, site plan, that was a scale 1 to 20, was done by an architect.
That's no good.
That's why I gave you I didn't give you enough of them. I gave you enough of the original plot plans that when we sold the house, they gave to us. Well, I mean, when we bought the house, we got these plans with the
So
house.
so you didn't, this isn't a current drawing of the plot plan. This is an old one when you purchased the house. Well, it's completely changed because you're looking for this addition. You know,
Well,
that's
it
why
didn't.
we have to have a
Well,
current.
nothing changed. None of the
Listen, sir.
variances will change.
Sir, yes, it has changed. You've done an addition. So you have to have a certified plot plan showing the addition and showing all this footage. It has to be done by a certified engineer. And that's
Yeah.
the kind of thing the stamp will be looking for on it, in a 1 to 20.
So the one from Davy Gleason is no good, or you don't have that?
I have it, and yeah, it's no good to us. I'm not going to use it. He's an architect. You know, that's one of the requirements when you come to the Board of
So you're
Appeals. I
telling
think
me
it's
this
number,
guy charged me $1,200 for this piece of paper and it's no good?
it's not my fault, sir. If you
No,
would
I'm
have looked in
asking
the,
you a question.
If-
I'm not good at this, so I'm asking you. Yes, sir. I'm just asking.
that is correct.
Amazing.
In other words, like you can't use anything from a land transaction either when you're buying a house.
Yeah.
That's the bank wants that. That's not for us.
Yeah, this is
We're,
what she
we're
used to build
interested in the
her.
structures.
This is what she used to build the garage and everything else that was just done a while ago.
Yeah,
This is Jack
who's saying
Kozak
that
again.
she went and did it correctly?
Well, she did. She has all the permits from you guys, and all the permits are there for everything that she had done.
Okay.
It was signed off on and everything. So
Hey, this is Jack Kozak again. I'm looking at the your application for appeal in number 1
Yes.
and number 2. And number 3 says, and it's underlined, a certified plot plan drawn by a New Hampshire licensed / certified surveyor or civil engineer using a New Hampshire
Yep.
stamp only to a scale of 1 to 20, blah, blah, blah. And
Yep.
that's what we expect when somebody comes in front of us, when we've done something to their property.
So this gentleman, David E. Gleason from Stratham, I told him that, and he drew me up this,
Well.
and he
you-
told me
you-
to
you-
use. Yeah,
Well,
so, okay, I see what
it-
happened, but,
Okay.
Is he a registered engineer?
yeah, he's been in business for 25 years, from what I understand.
Yeah, but he might be a surveyor or
He's
something else.
the
Well, you know,
architect, he's not
it's a wonderful plot plan. It doesn't have a date on it. It doesn't have your building specs. Is it lot 1, 26, whatever it is? Nothing about the location or anything. And again, this could have been, I don't know when this was done.
There is
I
a
have not
date.
been able to see
it
it.
says 2/16/21.
Yeah, there is a date, Jack.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, God, I couldn't quite see it. Yes, there is.
But-
Okay.
but there's
Yeah,
a-
exactly, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
lacking a lot of dimensions is one of the biggest problems.
Right, yes, yeah, yeah. And like I think a couple of the board members said, if it's, you're intruding of 150 feet, a shoreline protection permit will have to be issued from the state.
Okay, so where is that, where do I get that from? Where do I get a shoreline protection plan if needed?
That's
You
from
go
the
to
state.
But you may not need
So
that.
that's Concord, New Hampshire?
Yes.
The-
Okay.
Yeah. You have to do all that before we can even vote on it.
Like Tom just said, you may not
You
need it.
see what my problem is I have the homeowners coming back April. And now they have a bathroom that 3 walls are uninsulated and just closed to the weather. So can I sheetrock these in and insulate them for them? I mean, so they're gonna come to use their bathroom, they're old people.
Well,
That's
sir,
not
here's-
up to
here's-
us.
Sir, just a fair warning, sir.
I'm asking you because I know I didn't pull a permit to build this, so now I don't know if I can finish going on and make it tight for them for the weather. That's what I
So
would get.
this is Jack Kozak again. So let me tell you one thing. If we deny this,
Yeah.
they're going to tell you to tear it down. So if you want to go and
Yeah.
refinish it, that's entirely up to you. But the worst thing that could happen to you is if we deny it, because the building inspector will make you tear it down.
Okay.
That would be a question for the building.
Right. This is
Well, I
Tom.
talked to Shanty, and Shanty was telling me I just needed a special permit. He didn't mention anything about the shoreline or anything.
You may not have,
That's a special permit.
you may not have to do
What's
anything about
that?
the shoreline. The first thing to do is to get a certified plot plan with all the dimensions. And that may show you don't need a shoreline permit possibly.
Yeah,
That'll be
you
the
need
first-
it valid.
So that means I have to get a surveyor in there first, and then use another architect to draw up the plan, correct?
No, that's what your problem is. It's not an architect. It's a registered engineer. That's why you don't have the right information.
Oh, so a registered engineer has to draw all this up for me. That's what you're saying?
Well,
Right,
you need to
because
take-
an
So-
architect
so,
just, you know,
That S&H Land Service, that was that plot plan. Is that what I need? Somebody like them to register? That's the right person?
If they're a certified New Hampshire engineer,
they might
Okay.
just be an architect.
Yeah.
So that means,
you need-
wow. Okay. So now what's going to happen now? When's the next time I meet with you? Do I have to get this done?
The second
I
Monday
think that's
in,
up, I would say that's up to you, sir. You need,
I'm going to try to get all this resolved. I mean, like I said, I have them coming back in April. I need to get their house done. It has to, I got to try put best foot forward and try to keep this going.
So to be on the next meeting, I would need the paperwork by the 26th of March.
By the 26th of March,
Correct.
okay. All right, thank
That's
you.
for the next meeting unless you want to wait.
The
longer.
next meeting
That's
is
up to you.
April 12th.
So
April
what we,
12th.
what we can do now is continue this meeting, so there'd be no more expense to the abutters. You want to send out new notices. We can just
Yes.
continue this meeting and then have the hearing continued to the next meeting in April.
Okay.
Okay,
So Laura, do you need anything in order to, if this is continued, do you need anything to go in the papers?
I had it on the papers this week. So considering we're not trying to spend any more, I don't
No.
think I'm going to have anything on the papers next month.
If you have a public
Okay.
hearing, if you have a public hearing and you continue it to a specific date, then you don't have to re-advertise.
Okay. Thank you.
However, if he fails to get all the stuff ready for next month and we can't, then we would have to go back to the paper. Am I accurate?
No,
Not necessarily. You could again continue it for another month.
That's right.
As
Okay.
long as you
I
give,
just want to make sure our ducks are in a row so that we're not in any violation, that's all.
No.
I would ask one thing, Tom, seeing that this is a public hearing, are there any members of the public who want to say anything about this?
what was that?
There are quite a few
So
abutters.
Laura, you mailed out the notices?
Yes, they were mailed out 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Are there any abutters on?
So
So-
is this, I'm here with Harry. Is there three things we need? We need the certified copy from a New Hampshire engineer, the shoreline protection permit, and we need to send letters to the abutters.
No, they did that.
No.
So
Okay.
the certified engineer will let us know if we're within the shoreline.
Okay.
And then if that means when we're not in the right amount of feet, then we have to get the permit from New Hampshire, Concord.
That's right.
Okay, yeah.
And
Yeah,
then,
The
then
DES.
and then you come back to the zoning board.
Right. I'm gonna
After you
try to
get the
do this.
permit.
Right. Yep. Okay.
And that would mean you'd be asking for the shoreline protection permit that the town has, which is, I don't have my notes here right now, but I think
That's from the Department of Environmental Services
Right, yeah.
in Concord, Department of Environmental Services.
Environmental services. Yep.
That's where you
Okay.
have to go to in Concord.
Right. So I have to have the engineer do his work first to find out where I'm at, correct?
That's
To see if
correct.
I'm
Correct.
150 feet away.
That's correct.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm new at this stuff.
Yeah, will this move us on next month? Will we be able to approve this or not approve it? Right, but or is it gonna continue on for another month because we're missing something? This is for next month to be able to vote for us?
If everything's in order, yes.
If every-
If you have the shoreline protection permit by then, I don't know how
Yep.
long those things take to get. I think they think they take a while.
Oh. So
Again,
that's why
you-
I'm going to the architect first anyways, to see if I need it.
Correct.
The engineer,
Don't
not an
feel
architect.
bad because everybody's in the same boat. You're not the only one. Like, we're not picking on you. Everybody has to have that shoreline
No, I know
protection.
that.
Like
No. I should
the Dohertys that we just had on.
But, so the whole thing happened because his roof was leaking there. Water's coming in. And I told him I was gonna fix the roof. He said, no, just do the addition and I'll deal with the permits when I get back. So it's not like I was just blowing you guys off and built it. He was in Florida and I'm here. So that's.
Yeah, well,
that's
then
what happened.
he can't hold you responsible, you know what I mean?
Well, he's not. He knows now. I mean, he just thought I mean, it's happened before. He's paid the fine because I didn't pull the permit because he's in Florida all the time when I'm doing work for him. And so he paid a fine, and that's in Massachusetts though. So this was a little different. So I don't think he'll do anything like this again, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, getting the shoreline protection thing is the first thing you have to do.
Okay.
The Department of Environmental Services in Concord.
So that's gonna go from like the front of his house to the shoreline, right? That's what they're
It's gonna go from the water. You're going the wrong direction. It goes from the water out.
Okay, but it would go to the front of his house though, or to the back?
Wherever 150 feet is.
The water
Well,
is your back, right? So it's gonna go from
Yeah.
the water forward, 150 feet. Wherever that lands, it lands.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
you're having trouble trying to tell us what you want to do because you don't have a proper plan. You need that shoreline protection plan that says from the water's edge to wherever 150 feet goes. And it has to
Okay.
be shown on the print.
And the measurement is
plot plan.
taken by the high water mark is
Right.
where the measurement starts, and then it's gonna go towards the street from there.
Is that what happens? That's-
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, right, towards the street, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have it on this other one where they did the garage and all the other stuff.
Again, that's an architectural drawing. It's not a certified plot plan, and that's the reason why. But, you know, and just to interrupt and
okay.
everybody else, you know, you may not need a shoreline protection permit. When the architect finishes the drawing, you'll know just by the 150
right.
feet. Yeah.
No,
Right.
I scaled it out on that architect's drawing. 150
Yes.
feet goes to just a little bit in front of the garage across the street.
Oh, so I do need it then. I do need the shoreline then,
Yes.
definitely.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'll start that going. I'll let you know before the 26th. If I'm not gonna make March 26th, I'll let, I forget her name now.
Laura, let Laura know, yes,
Yeah.
the secretary.
Laura McKenzie, yes, I'll let her know what's going on.
Hey,
Thank
don't
you.
drop, hey, sir, don't drop off, sir. I want to get a book. Hang on.
But if he's not going to come back in April, we still need to put it on the agenda, reopen the public hearing and continue it another month. If we don't, if we've said we're going to open it in April and we don't open it in April, then they're going to have to notice it.
Yeah, restart the notification process, right?
Right, so the only, what
Right.
we'll have to do is if you vote tonight to continue until April, then in April, you have to at least open it, set a new date, and then you can continue it again.
Oh, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I won't know until I call them and go there to Concord. I'll actually go there tomorrow and see how long it's gonna take, and I'll let you know if they think I'm gonna get it.
I don't think you can
haven't
see
dealt with
anybody
it.
in person in Concord. You have to do it over the phone.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
we
have
start
that
by a phone.
information. Okay, all right, I'll do that. And I'll let you guys know what they say for time, so. that's-
Sir,
and then I'll
do you
get
have
the
a pencil?
architect.
This is Jack Kozak again, sir. Do you have a pencil? If you
Yeah.
need a shoreline protection permit, then when you
Yeah.
come back in front of us, you're gonna ask for a administrative decision on, it's section XX1X Shoreline Protection District Overlay. This is something that comes from the town of Newton.
Okay,
That goes along with your shoreline protection permit from the state.
protection,
What is this now?
this is something else I have to ask for, overlay.
XX1X.
Yep.
Okay, Protection
But-
District.
Hey,
overlay.
Jack. Hey, Jack, look at the Dohertys. They have all the information, so. If you can see the Doherty's application, you can find out all the information about where to send a call.
I don't know if it's in there or not. You mean, where to send in for the shoreline protection land permit?
Yeah, because they had it, remember?
Yeah. Let me take a look here.
And if we could do that to help them out, you know?
Hang on 1 second here.
So the certified plot plan that we currently have from the,
That's no good. None of this is any good.
but it's going to be exactly the same.
It's not
from the new
gonna,
person.
it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, it
the
doesn't
new-
have information.
And the new plan will show both how the house was before the addition and exactly where the addition is.
Yeah, okay,
And we need to get you 7 copies of each.
yeah, right, yeah.
Before the 26th. Okay.
yeah.
My worry is the permit. How long do you think that would take? Does that usually take months?
No, the shoreline
No,
thing.
Not usually.
Okay, here's from the Dohertys, and it came from. It's I'm trying to look for a.
You looking for a phone
It's
number,
a-
Jack?
it's 29 Hazen Drive, P.O. Box 95 in Concord, New Hampshire. And it's NHDES.
NHD,
It's 29 Hazen Drive, P.O. Box
29.
95, Concord, New Hampshire.
Yep.
03302.
There is a phone, there is a phone number there too.
Yes, there is. Yeah, you can call it. It's 603-271-3503.
3503, okay, thank you. Perfect. I'll get on it tomorrow and see where we're at. How long did it take Doherty's to get it? Is this a month, right? I mean, or a couple weeks or something. That's all right, I'll find out tomorrow.
They're at number 20.
Yeah, I've seen them. They're nice people. Yeah,
Yeah, he was very nice. We were there the other day.
yeah, he is a nice guy. I see him around there.
I don't know if this will help you, but I deal a lot in conservation with shoreline protection. Do you want an email you could send out?
Yeah,
do you-
sure.
Okay, so send an email to shoreland, all one word,
Shoreland 011.
shoreland, nope, just shoreland at des.nh.gov.
.gov.
And that's
So that
probably
was
the,
DES?
yes, D is in David.
DES, right.
Yep, D is in David,
Perfect.
E is in
Yeah.
Edward, S is in Sam,
Perfect.
.nh.gov.
Yeah, I have that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for trying to help me here.
Okay,
I'll let you know.
sorry.
I'll get in touch with you as soon as I hear from them and find out a timeline.
I'd like
Yeah,
to
you-
make a motion to continue the hearing for 60 Wilders Grove to April 12, 2021.
You
I
have to give
second
a
the
date that
motion.
You're continuing it to, Jack. Jack,
Was somebody
Right,
asking?
I second the motion to extend the hearing for 60
Continue.
Wilders Grove.
it has to list the date that it's going to. So it's going to be April 12th.
Yep, that's what he said.
So that's got to be part of the motion.
It was.
Okay, we have a motion and it's been seconded. Any further discussion?
Laura,
If not-
can you, by
Go on.
April 12th, put us on the distribution list for the minutes? Because we're not on that either. We got nothing.
I'm sorry, who is this?
It's Santula, my fiance, Harry's fiance.
I'm just trying to get, by April 12th, can you put us on the minutes distribution list? We didn't get any, Harry didn't get any email on what the minutes were going to be on tonight. So if we can be on for next month on the
Yes,
distribution
usually,
list.
so I usually send the minutes directly to the board members, but for everyone else, it's usually posted on the town website. And what most members do, they subscribe to the town website. That way, whenever I post something, they get an immediate email from that.
I see, okay.
Thank you.
Didn't know how that worked. Okay.
No problem.
All those in favor of said motion, say aye.
Aye, Alan French.
Aye, Jack.
Mike
Collier.
Conley, aye.
Aye, Frank.
Okay, motion carries.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, we have one other item to discuss this evening. As most of you, many of you may know, I have been diagnosed with prostate cancer. And so I'm not going to accept another appointment from the selectmen for my term does end this year. And we usually vote for new board members, I mean, chairman, vice chairman, and secretary in April, but I thought it'd be a good time to do it this evening. I would like to make a motion that we vote in Jack Kozak as chairman, Alan French as vice chairman, and Laura McKenzie as secretary.
Second the motion.
If there's,
Alan French.
okay. If there's no other, anybody else interested in either any of those positions, speak now or have you forever hold your peace, I guess. All those in favor of said motion signify by saying aye. Aye, Tom.
Aye, Alan French.
Aye, Frank.
Mike Conley, aye.
Jack
Motion
Kozak,
carries.
Aye.
Okay, a motion carries. I still
Thank you,
intend to-
gentlemen. I'll try to do a good as job as Tom has done over the years.
Oh, you'll do twice as good. I'm still going to stay on until we appoint a permanent member. And I'll be more than willing to help Jack in any way I can as far as what goes on as part of the chairman. But all the work's been basically done by the members, and it's been a great experience for me. I've been on this board for 35 years, so I guess it's time. And I've worked with a lot of great people, and I think we have a very diversified board right now, and I think the transition should go very smoothly. At this time, I'll
Thanks for
entertain a
everything.
motion.
Thanks for everything you do, Tom.
You're welcome. I'll entertain a motion that we adjourn.
Wait, excuse me, Tom. Hey,
Go ahead.
Mr. Gibbs, did you have something you wanted to bring up about the, August 1st minutes?
Well, in the court case that is before us on Wednesday, minutes for the August 1st site walk are not approved. And
Refresh my memory, and why weren't they approved? Was it that you had some input on that? I'm trying to remember, Frank.
Frank keeps cutting out. Can anybody hear him?
Frank, you there?
Yeah. Hello, is that?
Yeah,
I'm
you're coming in
getting
and out.
one word every 10 seconds, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Go
Oh,
ahead.
much better.
Okay. Okay.
You're out again, Frank.
And there we go, yeah.
wasn't commented on that day.
Wow.
I'm not getting much.
No, we're only getting part of your comments,
Yeah.
Frank.
Those minutes aren't posted. I haven't seen them either.
No,
Frank,
no,
if
they
you-
weren't approved because I recall someone said that they didn't finish reading them, that they didn't get a chance
Oh,
to go over
okay.
them because they were very, very long.
Okay.
And Frank, I know Frank talked to me today, and as I remember what he said was, and I talked to Tom. Tom, did you talk to Frank today?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Yeah. And correct me, Tom, if I'm wrong, and why we delayed the approval, that, the incident with, in fact, you were, Trish, you were in the vehicle and so forth. Frank wanted that police report to be in part of our minutes because it was part of what happened that day. And for some reason, I'm not sure if the police refused to do a report. I don't know. I was hoping Frank could get on and explain that tonight.
Okay, just to let you know, I wasn't there when that happened as well, so
Right.
not
Yeah.
too sure.
Yeah, that's correct. They were in a different spot, Laura. But he just thought because it was part of it, it would be important for the police report.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm wondering
Frank,
if, I wonder if that would get thrown out because it was not part of the meeting. The
Right,
meeting
yeah.
had ended at that point.
I know it, yeah. Well, it sounds like the way the lawyer, I didn't read the whole 74 pages. I don't know if Tom did, but Frank did. It sounds like what the lawyer said, she wanted the right to be able to submit August 1st minutes as soon as they were approved. And that's where it stands. So I'm not sure what the board wants to do moving forward. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything we can do at this point.
Right.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Trish, though, yeah.
Does everybody have, anybody who wants to log into this hearing does everybody have paperwork that shows you how you can log into this? It's called a WebEx.
No.
I don't. I would like to log into this hearing if that's
Yeah.
possible.
So would I.
Yeah, Laura, can you email everybody the notice of the WebEx hearing that gives you all this information?
Sure, I can send it to everyone.
Okay.
I also won't be
Thank
present
you.
on Wednesday.
Getting back to August 1st, gentlemen, maybe, Laura, do you have a copy of the
The minutes?
the minutes of August 1st?
Yes, I saw your email. I was just emailing it to you right now, but
Yeah.
every time I leave the screen.
I understand. Yeah, maybe we should all get a copy so that we can do something with it next month, approve it, or decide to go on and leave that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it tonight as soon as I'm done
Okay.
adding Trish to the distribution list.
Okay, all right, good. And that way everybody has a fresh copy of it, and we'll do something. Could you put it on the agenda to
So,
review?
so that is not in the 74 page.
Pardon me?
It's not in the 74
Yes.
page report. Is that right?
Yeah, it should be in the report. She received that as well.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
I'll
so-
still send a
Laura-
separate copy. I'll
Yeah.
still send a separate copy if people want to specifically look at that and not have to go through everything.
Yeah, okay. So that way.
Yeah,
I
and
hate-
I would,
Laura, could you just put it on
like-
I'm sorry, this is, could you put it on the agenda for April 12th? That way it'll force us to do something with it,
So you just want a review of the minutes so we can approve it?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Frank's notion was he wanted the police report in, and I think what Trish just said is valid. They'd probably throw it out because it was kind of like, the walk around was already done. You guys were leaving.
That's right. We will leave it.
So, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
But I think it's important that we review it, and because if the lawyer is going to ask the judge on Wednesday to put that into her notes later on, we should do something in April.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
yeah, and I'd like to, Laura, make a suggestion that we have rollover items as a standard agenda. We should have been looking at this well before today, so if meeting notes or anything isn't
If it
addressed,
isn't approved,
isn't approved, anything open, create something that you feel comfortable with, which is your parking lot.
Yeah.
Whatever needs to go in the parking lot gets brought up the next, and force us.
okay,
Yeah,
It needs to be, this needs to be addressed.
no problem.
Very good point, Mike. Excellent, because I when Frank called me today, I didn't know if we approved it or not. Going back to August.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, Laura, don't be polite to us, just force
Right.
us.
That's not in my nature, but I'll try.
Oh, Laura, I'll help you, don't worry, force it.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
There you go.
That being said, does somebody want to make a motion that we adjourn?
Make a motion that we adjourn.
I second it.
Somebody want? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Fine.
motion carries. Okay.
Hey, who's
Mike
the best
Conley, aye.
person? Hey, Mike, are you still there, Mike?
Yes.
I have the hardest time hearing everybody. I don't know what I'm doing when I get onto Zoom. I've got my volume on my computer turned up to max, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I
Well,
need to do.
I'll tell you right now, so I'm watching all you guys on my computer.
Yeah.
But you're in my, hold on, let me put this. So I'm in my room. I've got my headphones in, right? Here's my, you're better off dialing in and putting it into your ears. It just does not, for listening purposes, the computer is not that great. I would encourage anybody, I do it all day long for work. Put your phone on. That's probably your best bet, to be
Okay.
honest with you.
But tonight was
Right.
better than it was in the past, Mike, believe me. I'm not sure what button I hit going on, but
No, but at the end of the day, it could be
Yeah.
because, your Wi-Fi is better, but when you're trying to stream and do phone on your Wi-Fi,
yeah.
it's just better off with data service on your phone. We do this all the time at work. It just is much better. And if I could encourage the town, get rid of this and go to Teams. Microsoft Teams is even that much better.
Wow.
But-
Okay, thank you.
We don't make that decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just before we leave, Tom, I wish you all the best. I mean, you're going to be here in town. I'm going to
Yep,
see
thank
you,
you.
but if there's anything I can do for you, brother, just reach out. God bless you.
Okay. Yep, thank you.
Tom's putting a hot phone in his office so I can, it's a red phone, so I can call him with uninterrupted.
I had to actually catch up on my wife because she's quite ill too, so we're a duo now, I guess. Anyway, she's getting better. It's been a struggle. Okay, good evening.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Tom.
Yep,
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.